Oh, jetzt geht's. Oder? Ich
Ja,
sehe es aber.
ist live, ja.
Siehst du es? Ich sehe es. Ah, jetzt.
Er
Okay.
hat schon. Aber ich sehe kein Bild. Ah, jetzt.
Oh, nice.
Weißt du was?
Ja, man hört uns.
So, live at LA Open 2019. This is setup check. We're trying to show you guys the setup and exactly what we built it from. We worked till 2 at night last night, and practice is going down now. We got a bigger practice for everyone, and in the afternoon we'll put people into heats so they can have a bit more practice without a lap limit. So that's basically what we want to do. We'll take you guys over the course now to explain you the different hacks we've built and to see what's going down on them. So this is section 1. We got 2 hacks. The first hack on the left side is actually made of the rooftop. We took the back end, switched. You've seen the combos on it the last few days. It's been on the cable for a few days now, so even the regular rider could hit those, which is always fun to hit this setup, because normally it's only for contest riders. But we've created a few hacks that are accessible for the public, so that was definitely good. The second hack is basically a mix between Nico's second signature and Kevin Henshaw's first signature, and we've put a little kicker in front. Bunch of lines possible here. Like we'll see a lot of kicker to ledge tricks, like big air tricks. We'll see like technical tricks, riding up the creeper alongside a wall, or coming from the outside using Nico's smaller kicker to get on top of his feature and drop down into the bank. So in my opinion, this is definitely going to be one of the, how would I say, bigger features that we've got in there. I'll leave you guys to it to see what happens there. We'll do a few more fly arounds and see what tricks go down, so you guys get a little taste of what might happen tomorrow at the contest. Alright, setup number 2, gap number 2. We've got 2 technical gaps which haven't been in there for the regular audience, because they're, I'm not gonna say pretty sketchy, but there's a lot that can happen if you're not sure what to do. Let's start on the right side with the pipe hack. Basically we took 2 pro rails, build a closeout with 1 pipe rail, and put our pro rail in behind to have a rail-to-rail option, or actually right in between the rails, jump over the closeout and land on top of the rail. So this is going to be a tricky one, because as you see, when you do skip off the rail early, then there's no coming back, unless you can do an ollie in half a second. The second rail is one of my favorites. We took the 2 Street Series kicker and a regular box and created a hallway, which allows you to either do like proper 50-50 or nose presses or tail presses in between the kickers, or to actually use the rail as a regular rail and use the kickers to get booted off and land again at the end. So we've seen both variations that happened, but this is definitely one of my favorites. So you'll see a lot of tech tricks. So I'd say the left hack with the 2 kickers is a bit more technical. Is a bit more stylish. The other one is definitely a bit more technical. So we'll see that people who ride the pipe hack are definitely gonna be the ones that dare a bit more than the other ones. But as I said, this really allows the riders to express their creativity on these hacks, and that's what we wanted to create with this. So again, I'll leave you to it. We'll see a few more hits before we go to the next hack. Alright, section number 3. This is again a bigger section. We took a bunch of big features, so we've got the entire West Rock feature that's divided over both sides now. So on the right side we got our Street Series low to high ledge with a West Rock bump, or whoop, however you want to call it. And we've created a transition with 2 parts of Nico's first signature. The other feature is basically the West Rock Custom with an upright wall glued against it. So these hacks are basically super easy to build. So anyone who does have these features, hit us up if you want any tips on how to create these hacks, because that's what our features are for, to actually use them in a bunch of different ways. Sometimes ways you don't even think about. So yeah, don't hesitate to call us on that. So basically we got a rail-to-rail option on the right. That's what basically most people are gonna hit. And on the left side we'll have like a big bump, so basically a big safety on the whoop, which allows you to go on top of the rail and then drop back into the transition. Those are basically the lines we've seen the most the past few days. Both hacks are gonna stay in the water after the contest, so whenever you are around and want to try those, feel free to come over. Yeah, we'll see what goes down on these before we go to the pool section. Alright, our 6-stair pool. We've put this underneath the cable now, so basically left or right and forward, there's no difference right now. Very special this year. Our bump, which has been a bestseller throughout the last few weeks and months, we've put this one in the middle of the pool, so basically you don't have much space, but you can actually get into the pool and use the bump to transfer onto each one of the rails, or to do like tricks to firecracker, so basically to land onto the staircases. You see the wave breakers on the left and on the right, so there's not much room for error. We just speeded up the cable a little bit just to give the guys a little bit more time in the air. But this is basically, I think, again, the pool is far from the start here, but it's so big and the tricks that are going down are so massive that you don't have to stand right next to it to see what's going down. We've seen transfer from both sides. We got a spine kicker on the outside, transition curb on the inside, which basically allows people to hit it any way they want to. But obviously, we are most interested in seeing how the bump is going to be put to use on this feature. So again, I'll stop talking and let the riders do the talking for me.
Vom Editing passt auch, oder? Ja. War jetzt einmal zur Schule, dann noch unterschreiben. Hallo. Na gut.
Alright, next section, kicker section. Nothing wild here. So actually the kickers have moved around the cable now, so instead of being at the end of the run, this is going to be the second hit for riders. So basically what's important there is to get your trick properly dialed in. So you'll have your pool hit first. Next hit's going to be the kicker. So we're going to see who actually dares to take some risk and do a big trick off of it, because obviously when you fall there, that's the end of the run. There's going to be no pickups, which definitely means that at the end, if you fall there, you're not going to get through to the next round. So safety tricks are probably, I don't hope we're going to see that many of them. I hope that people will take some chances and doing a big trick there. But I've seen a lot of big tricks, a lot of consistency, so I'm sure that we're not going to be disappointed on the kicker section. We'll see what goes down there, and then we'll take you guys to the last section. Alright, last section. Don't be fooled, this is basically the air trick section, but we've put a little hack. It's basically 2 handrails with our ollie barrier at the end. So it's a super short hack, it's only 6 meters long. LA Open definitely wants to include air tricks into their run. So this straight had a kicker in it 2 years ago, to give the riders the opportunity to choose between an air trick or a kicker trick. This year we decided not to do that, so we basically pushed the riders into doing an air trick. If you don't do an air trick, you don't get a score on that run. We did put the little hack in for people who might not be that good at air tricks. They can hit the rail and do their smaller air trick just to kind of pimp their section out. So it's not a must-have, but it's something where we definitely say, okay guys, if you want to hit it and try to make your air trick look better, then do it. If you got a really big air trick, there's no need to hit it. So we'll see. If nobody touches it, that means that we'll see some really big air trick action straight afterwards. Alright guys, that was it for LA Open. I hope that you guys enjoyed the live feed. We're gonna go live on the finals on Saturday. We're gonna post when that's gonna go down. And yeah, I'll hope to see you guys either here on site or in front of your computer. Peace out.
Kannst du auch schon.